Hello everybody, welcome back to CoKo Plays Hollow Knight. I got my coffee because it's still a little bit before noon here. This is my second cup. A game like Hollow Knight is not the ideal game to try and sip coffee because you kind of have to pause what you're doing completely, because I use two hands for the controller. So I'm going to try and down my coffee before it gets cold. So, last session last night, we got ourselves into some sticky situations that kind of frustrated me. It's a little visible on the stream too. You could tell I was a little bit anxious while throughout most of the stream, rushing combat, wanting to get things done quickly. None of that worked out well for me. I lost over 1,000 geo. I kind of died and also struggled with enemies that shouldn't have posed as much of an issue. So I'm hoping today I can get back to a nice pattern. And what I had discussed was, whether or not it was frustration or whatnot, the boss, the Soul Master that I found in the Soul Sanctum, was definitely too tough for me at the moment. And could I grind my way to a victory by just being excellent and learning everything and not messing up? Yeah, probably. But it might not be worth it. I have so many things to explore and do. I can go explore, find some goodies, charms, maybe another weapon upgrade, other abilities, who knows what. I definitely have so much to explore. So I'm not going to rush back to him. Also, the approach to him, the run back from the bench, is annoying. And I got spoiled that there is a way to lay down a teleport marker, you can only have one active at a time, but it gives you a place to teleport to, kind of like the one in Breath of the Wild that you got with the DLC, something medallion, travel medallion. That's what it was called. Yeah, I don't really like being spoiled on these things, but, I was told that, and so now I know it, and so it gives me further incentive not to try and, force annoying runbacks if I know that there might be a solution coming my way to be able to repeat the boss fight without as much headache. I don't know if I'll actually get this thing before I'm forced to progress through that boss, but I'm hopeful I will. So, we need to collect some geo to buy some items, activate the big elevator between the City of Tears and the Forgotten Crossroads. That is 150. Got a bunch of items to buy, so there's a couple ways to do this. One is to go to a terminus area and go backwards. Another is to just go down the well here. I'm going to do both. I'm going to first go down the well, check on my worm buddies, get the reward for the last couple I freed, go to the Black Egg Temple and see what happened now that I've activated it, and then explore, and then maybe when I find a convenient point like a stag station or something, go to a terminus area and come backwards. Let me check on the stream real quick. Alright, seems to be up and running. I have a little bit of a lack of confidence in my on-screen chat. Sometimes I forget to turn it on. And so, I get a little paranoid that there's chat messages that I'm missing. And so I want to That, and also I just want to make sure the stream is looking good. Didn't stop going. Wait. It actually was invisible for a second there, so it's a good thing I checked. Alright. Hey, with the upgraded nail, these early guys are one-hit kills. Hello, hello, how are you? Hey, worm buddies. Gimme goodies, gimme goodies. Yeah, it's a rainy day today, as we were talking about yesterday. And so I'm like, okay, more Hollow Knight. Wow, so that gave me a... Oh, it's a lovely Sunday there. That's good. That's as good as it gets. I suppose maybe a quadruple weekend would be better, but we can't be greedy. How come those guys came back? Okay, so we got enough to actually activate the thingy. Let's go check out the Black Temple Egg, and then maybe we'll go activate the thingy from the other side. The elevator. Let's go. Let's hit this guy. Temple of the Black Egg. Now this should work now, or something. What? On the map it got a nice marker. I assume that meant something was activated. I guess not. Let me try a skill. Yeah, it's weird how it shines like that, but I still can't do anything with it. Alright, well, I tried. And so... let's go down from below and activate this big elevator. So we'll take a stag station. Maybe what we can do to get a little bit of exploring in is go down. Let me use the cursor so I can show as I talk. So if we go down this path, this vertical room, we can explore what was to the left, which I've forgotten exactly what it was. So my beacons, my map beacons are not terribly helpful. I gotta figure out a better way to give semantic meaning to them. But yeah, we can go down there, check that out, and then go to the down here or something, and then go to the stag station over here, and then take that to City of Tears and activate the lift. That sounds pretty decent. I should check out... I get these notifications. What was that enemy I just killed? The Tick-Tick? Yeah, so I think I met its criteria for revealing its description in the journal. So it spends its time tapping its way through the roads and caverns near the surface of this kingdom. If you're patient, you can wait for it to come to you and pick it off. That's cool. Oops. Yes, this thing. I might be able to get up this now. Oops. Well, not if I do that. It's a little awkwardly placed, but yeah. Yeah, I can do this now. Sweet. I'm gonna remove the map pin now. Because I can get over here, and I have. Hold down to look down? Since when? Whoops. I held down, and I held up, and then I was like, ooh, I should hold left and right. Like an idiot. Okay. I had no idea that you could hold down and hold up to look up and down. Has that not been possible until I got to this room? It doesn't feel like they would withhold that ability. There's been so many instances where I've wanted to know like where the platforms are below me. And I've taken like leaps of faith. And I can't believe I never thought to like hold down. Or never even did it accidentally. Alright, so where does this go? To the right. Oops. Yeah, that's the thing about, like, open world type games where there's exploration. There's pros and cons to those types of games, and, like, from the developer's point of view, if you can't control how players progress, it's hard to like feed information in an order you can control. So stuff like this is going to happen. What's this thing? Hello, brooding Malek. Oh, that was a big one. Oops. Okay, don't die. I died. All right. Let's go back to him. Alright, so I'm not forced to fight this guy, but I think I will. How am I getting hit? Stop getting hit. Oh, he's got those, like, arms on the side, and they're reaching out. Okay, I thought I could punish him when he jumps left and right. But, I have to be a little careful of those arms. Oops. So you definitely need wall jump to get to this guy. Which means that he's probably like... You know, they're not expecting you to fight him right at the beginning of the game. Okay, that you have to really go on the walls to avoid. Even then, though. I wonder where to go for that. I need to figure out a solution for the big blast. At least this run back isn't that big a deal. Yep. I do have to avoid getting... Oh! I want to recover my health from that thing. There we go. It's hard to figure which bosses they're going to allow you to retrieve your Geo without having to fight again, and which you have to fight again. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Thought I could maybe get a heal in. So there is a gap in that big thing of goo, and I guess you just gotta look carefully for it. So if I can avoid the big thing of goo, then I should be in pretty good shape. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, stop being lazy. Hello, spirit buddy. Oh, you can parry. What? I didn't know you could parry. Ah. Ah. Oh, I walked into him. Because I thought he was going to jump, but he was doing another big spray. Yeah, I was doing, significantly better. I wasn't punishing as much, but, like, patience is the key. I feel like I was pretty close. Like, it's I don't know how much health they have. But it feels like a boss like that would have been, like, I don't know, a dozen or so hits. Alright, coffee is already lukewarm. But the other thing I learned... Oh, jeez, I gotta stop doing that. Was I can parry. I only did it once. I think. Maybe twice. Oh, jeez. But it worked. When I was swinging to attack him, and at the same time he moved his arm out to attack me. And I was in range, but rather than get hit, I parried the attack. I could incorporate that into my strategy where when he's doing the one-by-one goops, I can stand next to him and just swing wildly. And even if he uses his arms, I'll parry. But that also seems risky because, you know, there's a delay between when you get your the next swing. So you can't really swing wildly. Alright, don't run into him. Don't do that. That was a bad run. I think I have to just accept the fact that healing during boss fights just not gonna happen. It's too hard to find a safe zone for long enough to heal. Like, most of the time for healing is the first thing. Like, you can chain them together pretty effectively, but that initial charge up to the heal is long enough that it, like, kind of precludes it being useful for boss fights. Yeah, there are windows perhaps, but yeah, it's hard to get them perfectly. And like, I'm trying to whenever I take a hit, and it causes me to lose like 3 or 4 more because I'm focused on healing rather than getting back into the you know, the move and dodge pattern. So it spirals out of control when I take a hit. So I'm just not going to try healing. I'm just going to, you know, view it as I have 5 mistakes I can make, but otherwise stick to the pattern. There wasn't a gap in that one. There wasn't really a gap in that one either. Yep. I was just about to heal. I was doing alright. Those big blob things didn't really have easy to find gaps. Like all of them that I got hit by. So I kind of thought they would all have a little bit of a gap. But it's a little bit more random than that. So maybe I need another solution. And maybe the solution is to try parrying the goop. I'm going to try it on the single goops. Goop idea. Don't tell Gwyneth Paltrow. And there's a part of me that thinks that maybe this boss... I got hit by my guy. Maybe he's here to teach you that you can parry projectile attacks. Let's try it. I'm not sure if it worked. I think I was in the gap. Alright, don't stay close to him. I think it worked. No, it didn't work. There was one that I struck directly upward right as it was coming down on me, and it hit me. So I don't think you can parry the projectiles, the goop. Not unless like you have an ability of some kind, which might be the case, but I don't have it anyway, so. Alright, I need to find a path down that's safe and also fast. No, I'm not gonna try and go backwards. Ah, that was cheap. Ah, I thought... Okay, that worked. I don't know if I can repeat that path, but it worked. Alright, that's good. Oh, just as I said it. Still fine. Ah. It's hard to find the gap. I'm not making much more progress. I'm still kind of struggling. That one attempt where I got like 10 hits in was definitely my best. I'd like to think that I was like, ah, jeez. That I was like within a hit or two of winning. Oh my god. Nope. So I don't mind doing this. I think sometimes when you're streaming, like I've seen other streamers playing games like Elden Ring or challenging games, where, you know, it becomes an issue to keep doing the same thing over and over again and struggling in the same way, because it just feels like you're repeating, you know, the same stuff. And usually, like, if they want to keep it interesting on the YouTube video, they'll, like, compress it, cut out some of the attempts, or do the unsuccessful ones and, like, sped up. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't think it's the biggest problem, because what I've done sometimes, if, like, I'm watching a streamer on YouTube fight a boss and do a bunch of attempts, and I'm kind of, you know, I've watched a few and I can get the sense for how they're approaching it, I just can scrub ahead myself until, like, where it looks like they're gonna win. So it's not a big deal. I was too close. I parried it, but I still got hit. Nah, that one was hard to dodge. There was no way to dodge that. Alright, I think what I'll do is get my souls back, put a pin down, and try something else. I don't know if it's needed, like, you know, I feel like with the right patience and combat ability, I could take him down, but I'm not, so, like, the other main boss that I fought last night and struggled with, that one I definitely feel like they expect you to be a stronger character and have more abilities. This one, like, maybe I'm about right for what they expect. I'm sure he'll be easier with, like, upgraded stuff. But I'm just not doing it, so take a little bit of break. Actually, I want to put a map marker. So, open up the map. Oh, I don't have my crosshairs, because I'm not wearing that charm. Let's see where I was. Oh, I think I see it. Okay. So it was the middle entrance, the one below the green path connector. And I went down and to the right, and it looks like when you beat this boss, you're just going to reconnect back to where we already know. So all I need to do is put a marker to signify to myself that there's still a boss here. And that's a good marker, because otherwise it would look, you know, that I've fully explored this area. And I might not think to come back. Put it right there. You know what? The fact that it's self-contained in this little detour. This was the detour where they told us about holding up and down to look up and down. As if it was like a tutorial on that ability. I'm wondering if they expect us to make use of that in the boss in any way. But I don't really see how, because it's a little bit of a delay. You have to hold up or down for like a second or two. Not like a second, maybe like 1 second. So if he does that big launch of goop, maybe you look up to identify where the gap is. But I feel like that's not going to work, because the amount of time that it'll take to even bother to look up will kind of... I don't think like the animation of anything else happening on screen stops while you're doing that. Right? Like, let me try that out now. Yeah, it doesn't look like the screen freezes while you're looking up and down. So, I know you can't see my hand, so I'll say when I press it. Up. Look. That's like a second and a half. Up. Look. Yeah, that's not going to help with the boss. Alright, never mind. Is there anything up here? No. No! I don't know, that cache doesn't seem very useful. Alright. Come back and fight this boss later, I guess. Let's use the look down. Okay. So the plan was to check that out, which we did, and then some. And then to go to the stag station? Yeah. Okay, so let's go down to the bottom to the right. Maybe we check out that other marker that I had put before. Sure. I can't count how many times I've done exactly that thing in this exact spot. Oh, no. I've been this way before, but I don't remember what was over here. Ah. It was a worm guy. Okay, so let's go down, left, down. I know I said down, left, down, but, you know. Check out a little bit of exploration. I think this was the one I couldn't find. I wonder if you use the charm to do the down dash, if that can dislodge the shaking ground. I'm not near a bench though to like test this out. Well, I mean, I'm kind of near a bench. Okay, I guess we can test it. I don't feel like that's how it would work. Wait. I just felt a... Yeah. I knew I heard that low sound. It's an interesting place for a secret. Alright, so we want to go to the bench, which is... I guess we can go to the right and then up. And there's a thermal spring there, too. So is this the marker for a hot spring? That looks like a hot spring thing. It's kind of got, like, those wavy lines indicating heat. So maybe that's the marker for a hot spring. Ugh. I always stand where a stalactite is obviously going to fall. Hey, there's buddies in here this time. Hey, buddies. I don't think they were there last time. I don't think I came here before. Okay, I don't really use the spell that much, so let's remove that. And let's put the down dash. See you later, buddies. Coffee break. Is decent. And the beans have been open for a couple weeks now, so they're getting stale. I'm getting too frisky. Okay, so I go in here. And I try the down dash. Okay. I'm not terribly surprised that that doesn't work. Yeah, whenever I open a new bag of coffee beans, like the first coffee I make with them is very tasty. And then it diminishes pretty quickly. And like, yeah, maybe I should get like a vacuum type container for beans. I don't know. I mean, I don't store them like in direct sunlight. I store them in a cupboard, in a bag, but still. I could potentially get something else to store them in, but I usually don't get gigantic bags. So, anyway. Alright, so we want to now... We'll leave the marker there, but I kind of feel like I can use the red one for enemy and blue one for platforming. I'd like to use like a yellow one or something to indicate like something I need to check out again to figure out how to get through. But I don't have those yet, unless I go buy them. But I had been using the blue ones for like characters or other... I don't even know anymore. Alright, but let's put a blue one there. And let's go over to the stag station here. And then take that down to the City of Tears and come back up the elevator. Right? Whoa, I don't think I did this before. Hey, another mask piece. Sweet. Alright, give me a shortcut out of here. That was fun. Did I not see that before, or what? Thank you. Yeah, I've realized that, you know, I spent my childhood playing stuff like Mario and Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. So, that's what I'm good at. Maybe if I had spent my, like, childhood doing, like, I don't know, calculus, I would have been good at that. I don't remember doing any of this before. Did I just completely miss these rooms? It doesn't seem likely. But I don't see how I missed them though. It's a whole horizontal layer that was exposed on my map. Weird. Okay, so this, I thought this might be, okay, never mind. This is the sign, this is the pointer for a bench. Maybe? Because that's what's up and to the right. I think. And then I go left. Unless that's Stag Station? Might be Stag Station. I've lost track of what the symbols are. Hey, we have a buddy. Hey, buddy. I think we met him before. Yeah, Tiso. Pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Hey, we went through the hard way the first time. Just don't want to do it every time. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Yeah, I remember him talking about the arena. Okay, so now that we can rest, do I want to keep the down dash? Not particularly. I don't know, maybe I'll put the compass back on, since I'm kind of like exploring. Hey, Stag buddy. Alright, so let's just go left. Maybe we should rest here though, just in case we die. Yeah, so this is Stag Station. So that symbol with like, I don't know, like the horn of a stag. Oops. Here we go. Off we go. Hey, this is now open. Yeah, we couldn't access this before. I like the way they do shortcuts in this game. All right. Oh no, it's a different thing. I thought it was the mask, but it is a vessel fragment. All right, so when I complete this thing, then I get more soul containers. When I complete this thing, I get more heart containers. Okay, so yeah, this is HP and this is MP. And then this like Vengeful Spirit spell is oriented to the top left of my, you know, focus icon. So I kind of get the feeling that there might be like 4 spells or something, or maybe just like surrounding it in a circle, like 4 or more, maybe 6 or 8 spells that I can get. Okay, now there was a merchant who sold a mask piece. So how many do I have? 3, right? Or is it 2? The third one, I guess it's there, yeah. So I can go buy the last piece I need and get another HP. I mean, having more HP is like core. Why do I still hear enemies? I still hear something crawling. Oh, there it is. I don't like the way these Geo get sprayed everywhere. Okay, beautiful. So, now we are there. So if I want to go back for shopping, I could go back to the Stag Station. I could go to the right, and I know I can I think I can access that bench that's to the right where I put the red marker, because I think my blocker for that was not having dash. I think. So I kind of think maybe let's go over there and check that out again and activate that bench. Wait. Is there something up there? No, nothing up there. It's weird when there's like a tunnel that's like just totally empty. Was this a merchant down here? Oh yeah, and then he left. He went back up. Yeah. Okay, now I can access this. Who are you? Ooh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. Salubra. Charm lever. Yes. As in like sells charms or buys charms. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Do the town folk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. Beautiful. I do. Oh, look at all these charms. And a charm notch you can buy? Oh, they go up in increasing cost. Let's buy a charm notch. Wait, what? Oh, you need 5 charms in order to buy it. So I can buy a charm and then a charm notch, which I think is the right way to go. Alright, let's see which charm we want. So Lifeblood Heart. Seeps Lifeblood. This feels like it might be like the blue. It's blue like those blue temporary hearts. So maybe this is a way that you gain temporary hearts by hitting enemies. Maybe could be useful. Long nail. Aha. Your reach is longer. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty useful. Especially against like that boss I was struggling with. But if I buy this, I don't have enough geo for the slot. I believe I have four notches right now, which allows me to do 2 double notch talisman, which a lot of these are doubles. But if I get 5 notches, then I can do 2 double notch and 1 compass. And I like having that compass. Alright, so steady body. Okay, so no recoil. Which, I don't know if that's terribly useful, like in general. Because I enjoy using the recoil as a form of movement. I mean, there's definitely situations where it's tricky to have it, but I don't think this is a high priority. A 3-notch Shaman Stone. If you ever learn any spells, it'll make a spell stronger. Yeah, sure, I mean, nice. Not worth 3 notches right now. Maybe when I get more spells. Another 3-notcher for focus. So focus is when you heal. And if this is quick focus, then that should make heals faster, which can be useful, especially in boss fights. But 3 notches is quite the cost for that. 3 notches and 800 geo. So I'll buy it at some point, but just not now. Okay, so the one I thought was most useful was maybe the Lifeblood Heart, which still leaves me with enough to buy the Charm Notch. Or Long Nail was the one I thought was most useful. Either one of these two. I mean, I'm eventually going to get all of them, so no worries about that. It's just a matter of what I want to get right now, and it might be a bit before I come back here. Yeah, I think I want Long Nail, but then I'd have to go grind to get the notch slot so that I can do Long Nail with another one and the compass. Do you wear a lot of charms at once? It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Mixing and matching them to get the perfect combination. I don't know whether you've noticed, but some charms seem to like each other. Yes, When charms like each other, they shine even brightly and sing even more sweetly. Oh, that's good to know. Even more reason to try all sorts of fun and surprising combinations of charms. You'll show me whenever you have a new favorite, right? It's rare enough that someone enters my store, but even rarer to meet one so striking. Aw, Those impressive horns. That fierce weapon. The air of mystery. Ooh, it's enough to make me swoon. She's got like the fairy fountains in Zelda. She's got that vibe.
Petro Misubo.
Petro Misubo. Okay, let's grind a little bit to get 120 Geo, but before we do that, I want to try out this thing she was talking about. They shine more brightly, so let's unequip all of them. Let's put one on and see if anything shines with it. No change. No change. No change. No change. And no change. So let's equip them. Let's do long nail and... Nothing is like obviously shining more brightly. Hold on a sec. No, that's the one we've got equipped. Maybe I don't have any that meet the criteria. And maybe there's a design element to them that allows me to match them up. But it doesn't appear that any of them are shining more brightly in combination. Okay, let's put long nail on, and for now, just the compass. And let's update our map. Nope. We don't need the marker anymore. Let's just go up and check that blue thing. And in the process get some geo. What? Oh. You got little buddies. Okay, so this is a sign. It looks like a cable car. Or like a gondola. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a train that like a monorail, like that hangs from a track. Alright, a blue pin is reasonable for that. I don't think I went in here before, according to the map. Hey, worm buddy. Okay, that's how you do it. I don't think I knew that you could do a down attack for spikes. Now I know. Okay. Let's go up and to the right. There's a terminus to a thing there that I should check out again. Oops, what am I doing? Yeah, you're a little easier with a longer nail. Oh, I got 120. Wait, where is this going? Beautiful. Okay, so let's increase the soul we get. Very nice. That's a good combination of things for now. I rested though. Why aren't those guys back? That's curious. Okay, let's go up and to the right, check those things out, since we're roughly in the area. And then, I don't know. I don't have enough geo since I've been spending it, so I'm gonna need to go find a new place to do some exploration. Or a boss to go fight. I gotta visit the worm guy to get my present. I knew there was another one. I'm loving the extra reach. Come on. So sometimes, like, I push the button. I didn't get hit by that. Nobody saw that. Yeah, that's a heck of a longer reach. Alright, where am I now? So, the icon in like the middle of the map here with the two horns, that's my buddy. The female bug, whose name I've forgotten. But that icon's still there. No, wait. Or is that the hero? Is that the Hollow Knight? Maybe we should go and find out. That's a good way to grind some stuff. Okay, so it was the boss icon. But I didn't have the wall jump when I beat that boss. I think you're below me in that black emptiness. That was like a treasure thing. There it is. Hey, buddies. No, you're my friends. I don't want to hit you. Oh, I shouldn't have hit you. Was I supposed to hit you? We got a journal entry, so let's see what this says. Maggot. Weakest member of the Kingdom of Hallownest, generally looked down upon and forced to do menial labor. Consisting mainly of sweet fat, these helpless creatures make excellent provisions for long journeys. Best roasted over open flame. If they try to bargain for their life, just ignore them. They have nothing to offer. That's mean. What good did it do me killing them? Not really any good. Was there something else like I could have done rather than kill them? Some other use I can put them to? I don't know. That felt a little wrong. I wonder if they come back if you rest. I don't know. In any case, I mean, you know, from a completionist's sake, I'm glad I did that in order to just go to that place that I didn't access before. So that was good. That was worth it. I guess let's go rest and then go back to the right. Since we're so close to a bench. Oh, this is where I got some ability. The dash? Oops. Oops. I don't know what ability it was I got. I think it was... I was supposed to... Oops. I was supposed to learn not to jump with these spikes. I talked about it when I did it. About how it was a clever tutorial to train you not to... force you not to jump. Stop it. You know, I just got the extra hearts. Wow. Stop it. Okay. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good, man. Give me that sweet, sweet Geo. I missed it. You can go up there. At least it looks like maybe you could go up there. Take me up. I want to go up there. Can I go up there? Maybe I can't go up there. I don't think you can go up there. Okay. It might not be anything. It might just be like light coming into the cavern. Because it doesn't connect on the map to anything. Alright, cool. So that was good that we did that too. So let's go back to the right, all the way to the right. That was that. Alright, see you, buddy. Yeah, that guy was called a false knight. Yay. Farming for nickels. Where am I going? Ah, right. The dark room where there's a lantern I can buy. Good. Yeah, I still don't know what to make of this room. I think I'm gonna need a lantern to understand it. Oh yeah, the Crystal Cave. Mila! That's right. Not at the moment. Okay, so I still don't know how to deal with that. Wait. Yeah, I didn't try to look down and up in the dark room, but... Whoa. So... that kind of has a rotten egg look about it, whatever that is. Didn't mean to use this ability. I don't feel that even if I had the down dash that it would help in this situation. So I don't know what it is that's going to enable me to get through here, but you know, I'm not going to put a map pin because they're obvious things I have to go to, and like my map pins aren't really gonna like communicate to me that one's a dark room and one's like a, you know, false floor. I know I used the map pin for that in the other location, but that was more because it wasn't clear that that was the end, that was like something I need to revisit. Whereas this is obvious, like it's to the rightmost thing on the map, and you know, it's not complete. So I'll revisit it for sure. Okay. Worm Buddy, and then go spend some Geo, even though I don't have a ton of it. There's probably, I think there was an enemy here and a worm behind him. Yep. But, you know, good way to get some Geo. What do you have for me? Woo! That's what I was hoping for. Oh, a grub song. That's a charm. Is that all you have? No money? Give me money. Give me money. Or I won't save the rest of them. Gain soul when taking damage. No thanks. But you know, still like to have it. Yeah, at first I thought it wouldn't be all of them, but as I explore, I'm pretty confident that it's going to be all of those holes. I don't think I need any, whatever this is, purification. Regrets. I don't know what she's talking about. I got plenty of regrets. Alright. What were you? Hey. Oh yeah, this thing.
Bapanada.
I could buy both of these, and I do like having the markers. I thought Corner Fur was supposed to be back. Oh yeah, there's one other place where I need his map. Hey, what happened? So was she sleeping in that room?
Akala, tono. Akala, tono.
Okay, so I could do a mask shard, which I like because it would complete my HP 1 more HP, which just seems super useful. Oh, the lantern is super expensive. Alright, I need a mass shard. And that should complete it. So I should get... Boom. Alright, heck yeah.
Patmos, Divolen, mas.
Okay, I want both of the map pins, so... I still can't go... Wait, I can go back now, because I have the wall jump. Perfect. Let's go revisit the intro area. Higher beings, which is me. These words are for you alone. Let me get my coffee. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across the threshold and obey our laws. It's the same kind of like spectral stuff as that temple. Come on. Yeah, this was stuff that I couldn't do, I think. Maybe. No. I could do it. No, I couldn't. Haha. Fury of the Fallen. I knew there would be something here. There's always secrets in the opening area. You gotta go revisit it. Embodies the fury and heroism that come upon those who are about to die. When close to death, increase strength. You know, nice. Not sure I would use it, because... don't need to optimize for being close to... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, there's a bunch of fireflies in here. What's that about? Okay, so I got that message at the beginning of the game. Yeah, exactly, like... the goal is to not be close to death. Ah! Well. Sweet. I think this is where I started the game. That was to teach you to jump, maybe? Oh, I was so close. Oh, come on. I want to get over there. Maybe I can go from this direction. Okay. Didn't really need to go that way. Okay. So, that was that. Excellent. That was worth going back to. I got the charm. And some geo. Did I get enough for what I wanted? No, it's 100 plus 120 or something like that. Bafanada. Yeah, I think she's my favorite too.
Bapanada.
Okay, let's get the yellow markers. Now we need 110 for the gleaming marker. So I was going to use the yellow marker for things that were like, I don't know, you know, yellow is for warning. So red is good for boss. Blue, it feels like it'd be like for... I guess NPCs are marked. Blue is like more like informational or something. Yellow is like warning. Something's here. Huh. Yeah, danger, I don't know. Because I haven't... None of these qualify as danger. That's the thing. Like, other than a boss. But that's a good one for red. So I feel like I can use yellow gleaming. Gleaming might be good for like you know, dark rooms, because there's 2 of those I think that I found. So when I get gleaming, I can use it for dark rooms. Yellow and blue can be for different types of like yellow could be like I need something. Like I need a key to activate this thing. I mean, I don't really need a marker for this one because it's obvious that there's something there, but... Let's make use of yellow. I need... In order to activate this, I need a key. Let's put it not on top of the mine car, the cable car, there. So I need a key or something to activate the cable car. I was just over here. One of these was like the jump down thing, where Mila is, who is not marked on the map. Perhaps because I haven't been able to reveal the room she's in. So, yeah, yellow can be like, I need an ability to break the ground. I don't want to put it right at the edge of the... Yeah. And this is dark, so we'll put gleaming there. There was another dark room, maybe it was one of these, but I need the map for that before I really deal with it. And I haven't been to the fungal wastes in a while to remember what these are. This was like the gate that can't be opened, I think. But we'll adjust them when we revisit them. Cool. Okay, let me check how long I've been going on the stream. I can keep going. The only limiting agent is my my headphones. But with all this coffee I've been drinking, I think I need to use the bathroom for a second. So I will mute my mic and return shortly.
Tiema palava. Terjuru.
Thanks. I was pretty sure I pressed the mute button again to unmute, but I guess it didn't work the first time.
Terjuru.
So thanks for the reminder. But yeah, the only thing I was saying was we want to do a little grinding to get some more geo. So let's go over here to the green path. Check out the boss room, because it was a boss room for the female bug, whose name I forget. The one with like the needle. Wait, she's marked in my journal entry. Hornet. Wait. So she's not like a unique character? She's like an enemy type that... Because it says defeat one more. Maybe that just means like you have to... Periodically you fight with her. I don't know. But... after I fought her, I didn't go to the left in that boss room. I'm not going to rest because that'll take away my extra heart. Green path. So pretty. I feel like this is another thing that's common amongst this type of game, like open world Soulsy game, where you start off in kind of an area that introduces you to the core ambiance of the world, which is like a world that's in decay. So a kingdom that has long, deteriorated, and you're left with like the remains. So it's kind of dreary, kind of dull, or not dull, but like kind of morose. And then you find a world within that's like beautiful and serene. And then you get to like the city, which is, the remains of a once magnificent place. And then you also get like a place that's like spooky, like the Fog Canyon, and a place that's like really, really deteriorated and kind of awful to be in. I don't know if we've been in exactly a place like that, but maybe it's coming. Yeah, we didn't bother going over here. Or maybe we did. I don't even remember anymore. Where am I, actually? Yeah, I don't think we went over here. Lake of Un. Definitely have not been here. I don't know, it was worth resting for the map. I knew it was a terminus. So there's no NPC here, which is a little surprising. And I'm wondering if maybe it's because I didn't come here when I was supposed to, after defeating the boss. And whatever NPC was here has now since moved on, because I activated other areas. So this is an enemy. No, wait, this is our guy. This is the arena. Never mind. No! All your Geo is gone! Give me back the Geo! It doesn't feel like I can... I'm gonna rest. I want him to come back. I want to fight him again. Wait, what? He's gone. No, all that Geo that he gave me. I lost it in the lake. Can I strike downward? No. Why was he there? I don't get it. And what is this lake? Let me leave this room and come back. He really is gone. That's very strange. I feel like I missed out on some bits of information about this, but nothing I can do about that now. Wow, you throw things? How dare you throw things at me? Alright, that's enough Geo, I think. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, we fought him, both of these guys before. What's the deal with this room? Yeah, that was the guy that was trapped, and I freed him. CoKo? Tai something? No, the Mighty. Something the Mighty. Zote. Zote. Zote the Mighty. Didn't mean to drop down. Okay, so what was in here? I don't have the map for in here. What? That's why I turned back. Because I don't have the map for in here. And I noticed that, and I said, I should wait to come back here. Well, now I'm back. Yeah, of course. Give me all that money. I want to get that other cache that was over here. Let's go that way now. Oh, jeez. Money, 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 money. I walked right into that. Oh no. I think I know what to do. Maybe. No. Dying is not what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, it was. It's a good place to use spells, so... Zote the Mighty makes me think of Joxer the Mighty from the show Xena Warrior Princess. Oh yeah. Well, you know, why'd I run into him? parried him. Yeah, mine too. I want to try practicing parry, but I keep getting hit. And now's not the time to be practicing. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient for them, for the call to return. That's the first time I found that. So there's green children. Okay, sure. Why not? Oh, I got hit. Come on. I want to accumulate some soul so I can use spells against those annoying guys. Alright, who can I kill in here? There we go. Yeah, I remember the lookout part. He's Jocks of the Mighty. This is a great show. And all that effort. I walked right into that one. Yikes. Stop losing your soul. How come I took 3 hits? Alright, so I'm not obligated to try this again. And I'd like to have some spells to use. There they are. So basically, if you beat them, you probably get the worm buddy. Well, sorry for the yell. Alright, let's go hit some stuff. Yeah, maybe there's not an actual worm buddy down there. Maybe it's just the enemies. I don't know. Alright, I want to hit a few more things. Maximize... Max out my soul meter. That's probably close enough. So being a completionist, like, you kind of gotta defeat every enemy type at least once. Jump down. Okay. Oh, don't get hit like that. Dumb. Yo, throw the little guy. Worm buddy. Worm buddy. I'm coming, worm buddy. Wait. Alright. No worm buddy, but I got a boulder shell. Which is what exactly? Protects its bearer with a hard shell while focusing soul. Oh, cool. So while you're healing, you get some protection. Not total protection. Like if you get hit too many times while you're healing, you know, you'll get hurt. But, you know, something. Where am I? Alright, there's definitely a worm buddy here. Alright, let me go back. This is like a snowy area. I want to find the worm buddy. Worm buddy? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Straight down. Yay, worm buddy. Hi. Yeah, cheap shots while I'm going to get my worm. Okay, now my question is, where on Earth am I? I suppose I'm not on Earth anyway. Yeah, but as you go here, the snow comes from the left and it's kind of windy. And I don't have a lantern. Howling cliffs. Well, 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 well. This thing, I don't know what this tree is. So because I have the compass, I can just look at the big map. I'm actually surprised that there's another area up here. But cool. Maybe it connects to the King's Pass. Oh god. King's Idol. What was that? A white idol depicting the King of Hellenist. The elusive king was worshipped through these idols. Relic from Hellenist's past. This item now holds little value except for those dedicated to the kingdom's history. Same as these other collectibles. So we got 3 out of the 4 types of them, which is cool. I'm actually being moved by the wind, which is cool. There's a lot here that I'm skipping. Why does this go so far up? Okay, I made it to what I assume is the top. Now, there's a lot I didn't explore on the way up, but I feel like this is eventually going to drop me off at the King's Pass. Here lies Gorb, the great mind. Whoa, with a name like Gorb. Oh, come on. Stop being so careless. I wish I had the map for this place. I don't know if I want to make this leap. The screen kind of reframes it as if like... Yeah, jumping off this I'm pretty sure will lead to the King's Pass or something. Yeah, look at that. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to do that jump yet. I feel like there's more to find here. Like the map. Of course, I am kind of approaching like the end of like 2.5 hours of streaming. So maybe a good idea would be to save right here at the precipice, even though it's not a resting spot. And take a break for lunch and charge my headphones. Come back in like an hour or two. Something like that. Or at least later in the afternoon while it's still light. I don't want to play when it's dark today. I just want to do some daylight while it's raining outside gaming. Alright. I'm not going to take the leap when I come back. I'm just going to go backwards, try and find the map to this area, and then eventually take the leap. But give it a little bit of exploration again. I felt relatively safe to explore. It's another Souls-like thing, was like the snowy area of Souls games tend to be Souls games tend to be more empty and like devoid of like a lot of enemies as per relative to like the other areas. This seems to be the case here. Not that this is really snowy, it's more windy than snowy. But there weren't like a ton of enemies there, and they were like the basic early area enemies. So shouldn't pose much of a threat, but of course I say that only to be surprised by something and lose my geo, so we'll see. Alright, be back in a bit.